what about the counter push? You know what I mean? Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. And he lost. Like, he just lost. There's no way, like, how does he defend this? He just used arrows as soon as he hit 3 elixir. He has no elixir right now. He just lost his entire tower. Oh my gosh. Ew, what is up, gamers? It's Durkee here, and today we're going to be using one of the strongest and most versatile Evo Mega Knight decks in the entire meta. So whenever a new card evolution drops, you can tell that it is broken when people are putting it in literally every single type of deck. And that is exactly what is happening with the Evo Mega Knight. I was scouring Royal API trying to find the best Evo Mega Knight deck, and I was seeing it in Expo, Graveyard, Royal Hogs, Hog Rider, Goblin Barrel. It's just in everything. So because of that, it's hard to definitively say which Evo Mega Knight deck is the best one. But what I will say is there's a learning curve to all of those decks, and I think this deck has the lowest learning curve of all of the Evo Mega Knight decks. And all of the cards in this deck are fairly easy to access. You get them at a relatively low level, and if you only have one evolution, playing this with the normal Goblin Barrel is still very strong. This deck thrives off having a very strong defense and utilizing that defense to create a strong counter push and spam your opponents until they cannot defend. But as always, talk is cheap. So let's get into some matches and I will show you how to use this deck. Into our first match of the video, and I'm so excited to show you how strong this deck is. Ooh, especially because Cannoneer is extremely strong in the meta. So if you see that you're going up against a Cannoneer player, wow, you just spammed me first play, King Tower activation, and then we're gonna defend. Okay. It's a really strong start for us. He just spammed us. I don't know if you noticed, it happened really fast, but what we did there essentially is we activated our King Tower and then defended that for minimal hits. Let's see what he spends on this. Okay, we're going to pop the ability because he doesn't have login cycle, so this is going to be annoying for him to defend. He'll probably go for like a Spirit or something, or just eat all that damage because he spammed us and doesn't have any elixir. Okay, great first match. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's this deck in a nutshell, so I'm pretty confident that this first game is over, so I'm going to cut to the end to show you that we won, and we'll see you in the next match. And there you have it, proof of win, wasn't even close. We'll see you in the next one. Into our next match of the video against GoBros. I didn't even get to show the Evo Mega Knight. It was kind of sad. Evo Mega Knight actually does good against the Mighty Miner because it resets it every time it swings, so that would have actually been a decent matchup for us. Oh boy. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to go with the Dark Goblin behind it, but it's fine because we're running Mega Knight, so we'll just go like this, take care of the Dark Goblin, and he spent a good amount there. We'll see if he has Log or Scarmy. Anyone who plays like that, right as I say that, I'm like, anyone who plays like that, they usually thrive off of like really cheap defenses, like a Skeleton Army or something like that, and that's how they're able to play so aggressively. So we're just gonna arrows here. I just don't want to give him any damage. So he's running a ridiculous deck. You never know what you're gonna face, you know, in this meta or on ladder. So we're gonna reset here. Looks like he's running spam. We want to play around the Valkyrie, we want to play around the Dark Goblin and the Skeleton Army, and Cat's out of the bag with the Mirror. I think Mirror is like not that great of a card, and honestly the best use case for it is the surprise factor. So the fact that we already, you know, he lost the surprise factor already. We're chilling like a villain. Okay, we know he has Dark Goblin, right? So we're just gonna wait a second, see if he wants to do what he did last time. Exactly. See, that's the thing that you don't want to do the whole, you know, fool me once, shame on you. He got us once with that, but we want to make sure that that's it. Nice, nice. And he might be cooked here, right? What does he do? Mirror, Scarmy, just lose your tower. Yeah, good game. Dude, he can't mirror the Scarmy because he went for the wall breakers. And just like that, another steamrolled match. And that is the power of this deck. I don't know what to say, except that people don't know how to defend Mega Knight. And if you just make 1 or 2 good decisions, you're going to 3-crown your opponent. So we're going to hold that W, and we'll see you in the next match. Alrighty, up here against this player right here. Looks like he's running, well, not running. He has Giant and Witch in his banner, so you never know. So something that I want to say about this deck is a lot of players, not like top players, but overextend like crazy. And this deck is so good at punishing overextensions, it's like not even funny. Okay, so this is kind of scary. The Witch is the only scary part about this, so we just need to make sure that we take care of the Witch as best as we can. Wow. Alright, well, that's a good arrows from us. I'm going to take it. Anyway, so what I was saying, yeah, this deck is really good at punishing overextensions or people who are like a little too aggressive. So we're gonna try and demonstrate that concept right now. He spent a lot there. He basically just spammed me, right? Like he played Giant and he played all of his support cards after that. It was really weird because like he supported it with like a Knight and an Ice Wizard, which typically aren't like great support cards. We're gonna go like this here. And you can see, right, like this is a good counter push in action. So we ended up like essentially evening out all of the damage that he got. Actually, in fact, we're going to take his tower. So that's what I was talking about. Like people will just spam you. Like, they'll just spam you. That guy just spammed. He just dropped his giant. He dropped all of his cards at the bridge, like, kind of like a brain dead play. And this deck will always punish you for that. So let's go like this. I know he has Bomber, though, so I need to be careful about that. Yeah, so we're going to drop Mega Knight. The reason Mega Knight is good here is because it hits the giant away. So it's not going to connect to the tower. I think in hindsight, I should have known he was going to go for the berry and just drop the Mega Knight, and it would have been fine. We're still fine, though. That was a really good trade for us. We're going to relax here. We'll see if he drops a Witch. Yeah, he goes for a Knight. It's a good play. I don't want to overextend here. But because he's running Dagger Duchess, he's really low on daggers. This is a really good play. Nice. It forced out the Ice Wizard. Okay. We're going to continue to spam him because the daggers are low and it's going to charge up the Skeleton King ability. And at this point, we put ourselves in a position where if we can't defend, we can at least take their tower. That's what's really important. I think a lot of people will over-defend. And instead of over-defending, it's like, no. I'm not going to over-defend. I'm just going to let you take my tower, but then I'm going to take your tower, right? And that's okay. If you get in this situation. Okay? Looks like he's going to maybe push into the right lane, so I'm going to be ready with my Mega Knight. Okay, nope. Okay, let's go Bats here. And then Skeleton King on the Witch is a great answer. And again, we're in a position, if he, takes my tower, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because we're gonna be able to clap right back, right? That's the idea. All right, let's go like this. We have our arrows ready for the Bomber because Bomber gets a lot of value against all this spam. Arrows. Beautiful. And you can see he's low on daggers right now. Bang, bang, bang. No way he's defending this, so. Ooh! Wow, well played, honestly. But again, kind of like looking at the board, right? 270 HP. We're going to just pop a Mega Knight on this. Bang, bang. Beautiful. Yeah. My man's kind of just delaying the inevitable, but it's good to see this because, you need to know how these types of matches are going to play out or how they could play out, to be fair. Let's go like this. Yeah, and look at it. It just knocks the Prince back. It's absolutely crazy. Nice. Mega Knight is disgusting, so good win there. Way to not panic. It wasn't a perfect match, but sometimes I like showing you those types of games so you can kind of learn from it if you find yourself in a two-tower situation. So easy win. We'll see you in the next match. I did our next match here against the... Oh, I thought it said E-Barb's guy, but I realized he's a hater. I also want to switch overlays real fast here. I've been doing split videos, this overlay versus this overlay. So those first few games were with a different overlay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Mega Knight, and then the reason I like Bats is because it really, really helps DPS this down. Yeah, my man had the same idea. He's running the same deck as me. All right, we're just going to chill here. This is dead. It's all good. So he's probably running a more traditional Mega Knight deck. Usually when I see arrows, Bats, Mega Knight, it's just standard Mega Knight, which is like Zap, Miner. He's running Firecracker. All right. We're going to go in at the barrel here. I'm interested to see what the rest of his deck is, because like I said, people are just putting Mega Knight in everything. Even if it doesn't make sense, people are putting Mega Knight in it. All right, let's go Dark Goblin low here. And I think that makes it so I have to arrows, so well played to an extent. Whenever you know that your opponent has Mega Knight, you want to limit the amount of cards that you're playing at the bridge, because if you do spam the bridge too hard, they're just going to pop a Mega Knight on it. So we already know he has a Mega Knight, so we have no excuse to be making that mistake. All right, we're just going to relax here. All right, I'm going to cycle a Goblin Gang. If he plops a Mega Knight on it, I'm fine. I'm A-okay with that. You always want to play your Mega Knight second. Okay, well, he wisely goes for the Firecracker. I do think that is the better play. But we get a little counter push. Let's go like this. Again, I kind of want him to play his Mega Knight first. That's the idea. Yeah, he's not. So he knows what he's doing. I mean, that's kind of the crux of this matchup. Sometimes it's okay for you to play it first. Sometimes it's not. So we're just going to take a breather. See what he plays on the Princess. Goes for the Knight. We're going to go Bats here. Just DPS this down as quickly as possible. And I'm going to try and sneak this in. I don't think he'll be ready for it. Maybe it might panic, force out a Mega Knight. Ah, Pekka comes down. I can't say I was expecting the Pekka. Gang like this will actually do really good against the Bats. And it'll pull in the Pekka. Alright, it's time. We have to drop the Mega Knight here. The reason the Mega Knight's okay is because it pushes back the Pekka. Exactly. And I'm not sure about that Firecracker. It's probably going to work out for him. Let's go like this. Evo Barrel on one side. Mega Knight's going to tank for the weaker barrel on that side, so life is good. We're just going to go arrows here, and then immediately Bats. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to zap. That's kind of why I dropped the Skeleton King. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to Dark Goblin. Nice. Great Dark Goblin, honestly. Nice. W Dark Goblin. This is going to be a great counter push right here. My man just like stopped playing the Mega Knight. It's just so interesting. Okay, we're gonna go bats. We're gonna go Princess here for his bats. We're gonna go Skeleton King high. This might force out the Mega Knight. We'll see. He just goes for the zap. Let's pop the ability early. Go Dark Goblin. And those are a lot of skeletons. Like, he needs to do something about it. He can't just drop a Mega Knight on it either. Nice, nice, nice. Great counter push. That's what this deck does so well. Like, great. It handles split lane pressure well. It applies split lane pressure well. You can see he's spending on the left for the Princess, but then he still has to defend the right. That is where this deck thrives. He also has a really hefty deck. Like, he's running Pekka Mega Knight, so it's kind of annoying for him, like, to be honest. Let's do this right away. Nice. Great Dark Goblin. Gonna get a ton of value. Gonna get a ton of value because he needs to spell. Yep. I was gonna say he needs to spell on defense, so what does he do with the Dark Goblin? Nothing. He just lets his entire Pekka die. His entire Pekka just got eviscerated by that. It's beautiful. Let's go Mega Knight Bats here. I know it looks weird, but we're gonna take care of that Tesla right away. Then we can go barrel on this side. Which side does he play a spell on? He doesn't even have a spell in hand. Yeah, let's go like this. Beautiful. He wasted his zap. This is the spam I'm talking about. This is the spam I'm talking about. How is bro supposed to defend this? How is bro supposed to defend this? We're about to take both towers right here. I wouldn't be surprised if he just threw in the towel. Nice. Look at that. Look at both towers. Look at, if he arrows this, he loses. Let's see if he goes for it. I thought he was gonna do it. Nah. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. It just feels like we have such control of the tempo of the match. Skeleton King right here to charge up. There's really no way that we can lose from this position. Like, there just isn't. Okay, we're gonna go like this. Dark Goblin high. Like I said, DPS it down. Mega Knight on his Mega Knight. Life is good. Pop the ability, and he can't defend both sides. Easy win there. Just showing how dominant this deck can be when you're controlling the tempo. So we're gonna hold that W, and we'll see you in the next one. Up here against Dark Knight 627. Interesting username. I mean, not the Dark Knight part, but the 627. Maybe it's like an area code or something like that. In terms of starting plays, starting with your Barrel or your Goblin Gang are the best plays. Do not play your Mega Knight first play. No, I don't care how badly you want to be a mid-ladder menace. Don't play your Mega Knight first play. Maybe second play. Maybe third play. Okay, we're going to try and get a ton of value from our Dark Goblin here. We're going to place it like this. It'll help out with both sides. That's why we love Dark Goblin. That's why we love Dark Goblin. And the biggest mistake I see people do with this deck is give too much spell value. And so in this scenario, right, like, we spread out everything. And he, like, I don't know why he went in there. That was absolutely bonkers to me because, like, now he's dead on both sides. Like, what was that play? Dude, people who play Royal Recruits just think they can get away with anything. Like, genuinely. Like, what the heck? But that's what I'm talking about, man. You don't let people get away. You don't let people get away with that when you're running this deck. And that is the power of it. And Dark Knight 627, man, needs to go back to Gotham. Jesus. Okay, speedrunning that match. Oh, okay. We'll hold that W. We'll see you in the next one. All right, into our next match here. That's like the second time or even third time this video where, like, our opponent just overcommits and instantly gets destroyed. So this deck, for sure, if you're like mid-ladder, upper mid-ladder, like, you will trounce people with this deck if you can play it properly, I should say. Okay, beautiful. We're actually going to go again. Like, I like this play where you go Mega Knight Bats. You DPS it down. Like, sure, we ate a little bit of minor chip, but, like, what about the counter push? You know what I mean? Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. And he lost. Like, he just lost. There's no way, like, how does he defend this? He just used arrows as soon as he hit 3 elixir. He has no elixir right now. He just lost his entire tower. Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. That's crazy. And no arrows in hand. I doubt he's running log. How does he defend this barrel? He doesn't. This match is already over, dude. That is this deck. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This deck is bonkers. So good at punishing. If you can just make 1 or 2 or 3 good decisions, most of the time you're going to be okay. Obviously, if you're up in Ultimate Champion, like, you know, you need to be a little more tactful with your decisions. But, you know, I am a top 2,000, 3,000 players. So for me, playing at 9,000 trophies, you can see how I'm able to analyze and make these sort of decisions. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, to be honest. Okay, we're going to go bats first. It'll force out like a spell or something. Okay, let's go like this. The reason I played it low is because I didn't want to give the Inferno Dragon value. Okay, we're going to go bang, bang. Okay, I wanted one of the bats to live. That micro interaction was kind of unfortunate for us. But it is what it is. He didn't get anything from it. We didn't get anything from it. So we can kind of agree to just, like, cancel out. It's fine. Okay, so he's running Inferno Dragon. Inferno Dragon is kind of the one card that you might struggle to play around because you don't have a reset for it. So you want to be extra delicate with how you play around the Inferno Dragon. Okay, we're going to go Skeleton King here, help charge up its meter. My Skeleton King's a little under-leveled, so he takes a little more swings than normal, but, like, it's normally a very, very strong card. Okay, we're just going to let that go. It's fine. Okay, he might spell on my Princess, so I need to go gang for these bats. He actually didn't, so that's fine. Cool, and since he doesn't have his Inferno Dragon in cycle, I'm going to drop a Mega Knight. Knowing he can drop a Mega Knight on my Mega Knight, we're going to, you know, tiptoe around that. I want my Princess to stay alive here. Okay, beautiful. Now we're chilling like a villain. Okay, he's probably going to drop a Mega Knight on my Mega Knight, right? Oh, Mini Pekka, okay. Not what I was expecting. Okay. And beautiful, beautiful. And that all started because we went in for the Mega Knight because he didn't have his Inferno Dragon in cycle. So just really good macro level decision making. That's kind of like, in Clash Royale, that is the best thing you can do is optimize your high level decision making. Anyways, that's enough self-clays. Really good match. Hopefully that helps you. We're going to hold that W. We'll catch you in the next one. Up here against De La Hera. And we're going to give him the good luck here. He's running the Princess Tower. That's fine. Honestly, any of the tower iterations are good. Princess Tower is probably the worst one for you to go up against, I think. But just depends. Okay, Barry could be a lot of things. My initial thought when I see Barry is Golem or Goblin Drill, but like I said, yeah, okay, Mega Knight. People are putting Mega Knight in everything. Okay, let's go like this. I just want to force out some Elixir so he doesn't have full luxury to support this Mega Knight. That's exactly what we wanted. Okay. Oh, get down. Oh, no! Okay, that was my fault. Oh, no, it wasn't! We're good. That was what I was trying to do. I cut it a little close, though, so that was my mistake. I'm just going to let this go, though. Depending on what he plays, I'll play arrows if he goes for, like, bats or something. But obviously not going to arrows a Mini Pekka or a Mama Pekka. Okay. So we're in a good position here. I do need to be careful. My hand is kind of, like, delicate because if I play bats, he's probably going to spell it, but it's fine. That's part of the necessary sequence of events. Then he spells it. Then I go like this. He's like, oh, how do I defend the barrel? And we get a free Goblin Gang. So really important recognizing that sequence, because if you do that sequence incorrectly, you like lose your entire tower. But you can see there, we took one Dark Goblin shot and he ate most of the barrel. So really important sequence right there. You do not play your bats not expecting them to spell it. You need to be like 2 steps ahead. You need to understand like, okay, they're going to spell it. What do I do after that? And you can see I kind of thought that sequence through in my head. So okay, let's go ahead and go bang bang. I know he's going to end up just dropping a Pekka on this, but it's fine. It's still our best defensive option. Okay, we're still going to pressure hard here because of the Pekka, and we're going to go like this. And I think he's going to lose both sides. Yeah, I think he might have just given up. Low-key, I would have given up too. Oh, he didn't give up. He just hit one of the worst fireballs I've ever seen. Fair enough. He can't afford a Pekka because he just wasted 4 elixir on that fireball. So, really good match. Really good decision-making. I think that one sequence absolutely kind of was the nail in the coffin. So, another 3 crown. We'll see you in the next one. Into likely our last match of the video. I've been having so much fun using this deck, but I can only be a mid-ladder menace for so long. I'm starting to feel guilty. It's wearing on my mental health. So if you made it this far in the video, just know how much I appreciate you. Like, I really do. You know, as a growing YouTuber, I just appreciate the support. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you give this deck a try. I'm telling you, it's very strong. That was an interesting play. That was also an interesting play. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he's fine though, like, cause that Mega Knight or that Mini Pekka got a lot of value. So I'm just gonna let this go. I don't want to overcommit. But yeah, I really love this deck. I think the learning curve on the deck isn't very steep. So if you're a new player, or not even a new player, like, it's good for everyone, but especially if you're a new player, it's not that hard to just pick up this deck and learn how to use it, in my opinion. Okay, we need to be careful here though. Anytime they have, like, Elixir Golem might be your worst matchup in the game. Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh my. Yeah, Elixir Golem is, like, really, really bad for the Cannoneer, so pretty bad start. I do think that this guy's kind of a bot though, so I think we can bring this back. I'm not even just saying that. Go in front, go in front, go in front. That was not ideal. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to take the tower back, but it's just like defending an Elixir Golem. Like, you just need to accept if you're playing against Elixir Golem, like, it's probably an L, and that's okay. But if you are a much better player, you can absolutely bring it back. Alright, so we're going to reset here. This is probably the hardest match that we've had all video, so we're going to take a deep breath, acknowledge that we didn't defend perfectly, and try and bring it back. If you excuse me, I need to hydrate. Alright, I'm locked. Let's do it. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if I agree with that, so that's good for us. Okay, Mega Knight here. Underlevel Skeleton King is really starting to frustrate me, but it is what it is. Okay, arrows. I literally arrows nothing. Okay, fine. Fine. Wow. Fair enough. Fair enough. He doesn't have arrows, chat. Oh, okay, he just lost. Finally, dude. Finally. Elixir Golem players getting what they deserve. We're going to have so much Elixir here, it's actually going to be crazy. So we need to start spamming. Yeah, alright. Yep, no Elixir for him. GG's. Essentially. Oh my. Elixir Golem players are something else, dude. He's like at no Elixir right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Pack it in, brother. Pack it in. It's Mahover for you. We have like, oh my god, we had like 20 more Elixir than him. Good game against a no-skill E-Golem player. We're going to hold that W. Catch you in the outro. And that is going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. Again, if you only have one Evo, use the Evo Mega Knight. And I promise you, you'll have so much fun playing this deck. You'll get so many wins. If you just make one or two good decisions, you'll win most of the matches you play. And I'm not just saying that. And hopefully the gameplay demonstrated that. So thank you again so much for watching. And I hope to see you in another video real soon. Peace.